Yo, what's up?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
So this is the first time I'm gonna have kids, I guess you should say.
Say
Um,
that one more time. You got a little skippy. Say that one more time.
this is the first time we're gonna have some active mentees for the lack of a
Yeah,
better term.
that
So,
is true.
so
That is
we
usually we have some of the that graduated per se their time with us, but we still check in with them. But for sure, this is going to be the first time we do have our active mentees on as well. That's dope. Didn't think about it until now.
yeah. So we just finished an 8-week program with a school called Somerdale Park in Jersey. We got 2 students and 2 staff members on. Do a quick recap, get some thoughts, just so we can have something to look back at, and then hopefully share with the school so we can work with everybody else in the school as well. So here we go. All right, so jumping right in. The first young lady we'd like to introduce is clearly not a kid, but it's kind of cool that we have a mutual connection through a former coach, Coach Mark. She went to school under him, I think, as a principal. So it's dope to see how his leadership has brought us together, and that's something that we're striving to do too. Like 15, 20 years from now, it'd be dope to link some of the kids that we work with together as adults as they
Mhm.
continue to help other kids. So first we got Miss Amanda. What's up, Amanda?
Hey, I appreciate you saying I don't look like a kid because a lot of the time people think I'm still a kid. So thank you.
New perspective. New perspective.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you. How are you guys?
I'm
Great.
good. Thank you. Do it feel like you on Sports Center?
It does. It's pretty cool.
That's why we got the app. We saw a friend using it. I was like, yo, what app is that? It looks like Sports Center. That'd be perfect for
This is
us.
legit. I love it.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. And first, I just want to say, Amanda, we appreciate you. You and I were the first connection, and just going through the process, it was really obvious that you were living these kind of things. Like oftentimes, we work with people, whether it's kids, adults, or whoever, and they kind of go through the process. And it was real evident that you weren't just talking; you were actively doing. My
Mhm.
honest opinion, I think it's because you were a former athlete. It's just like athletes are different. If they find a way to channel that competition from sports into life, in my personal opinion, I always feel like they bring a different kind of energy. So I just want to show our appreciation for you reaching out to us and then also being such an important part of the process.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And definitely, yeah, athletes, we are very different. So I agree on that.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Miss Amanda. Anything you want to say, KG?
No, I think you pretty much said it all. Let's move forward.
All right. Next, we have Mrs. Press herself. Um, we've been pretty tough on Miss Stacy because she said that one of her personal goals was making sure that she has a healthy diet 7 days a week and not just Monday through Friday. So every week when we saw her, like, what did you eat? How'd you eat? What was your environment? Who were you around? you know, but she took it like a G. Like she never took it the wrong way. She was very open about sharing her victories, sharing her losses. And I'm kind of sad for us to at least temporarily terminate this partnership because I'm curious to see how she turns out with that because she was one who
Hmm.
quickly listened and she did not hear. So, what's up, Stacy? How are you? You got to unmute yourself.
The mute specialist.
Yeah,
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you. Thank you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Today
Good.
is also my last day. It's my last day of the internship.
Oh,
Oh man. So what happens after this?
After this, I'm going to be applying to jobs at schools as a school counselor.
okay.
You'll do good. I think you'll do good. Are you looking for
Yeah.
middle school?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Are you looking for middle school?
I'm actually open to any grade, high school, middle school, elementary. I like all different grades, so I'd be happy to work with any age.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. May the
And
odds be in your favor, Hunger Games style.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys in mind definitely for
Of
when I get
course.
to start doing some groups at the schools I work at.
Good, good. We
That would be
appreciate it.
lovely.
All right. So now on to the superstars. All
Mm-hmm.
right. But before we show the superstars, let's show them the special presentation that we have for the superstars. So today we're going to talk with Lucas and David. Lucas and David. All right. So first, let's welcome in Lucas. What's up, bro?
Hey, hello.
How you doing? How you doing, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm well, thank you. Thank you. So first, me and KG just wanted to share what we remember about you. Now we don't plan on going anywhere, but for this 8-week block of time, we're going to share what we remember. So the biggest thing that I remember about you is from day one, you were very, very involved. Small thing, but a big thing, your camera was on off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
Working with hundreds and hundreds of kids every week, it's very, very, very rare that a student has their camera on for whatever reason, right? So that was a big thing. And also from the very, very beginning, you were engaged. Like you had your big notebook, taking notes left and right. We asked a question, you responded. You were very sincere. If you had an idea, you shared it. If you had no clue, you said you had no clue. And I commend you for being a willingful learner. That's something that's very, very hard for a middle schooler to do. That's something that's hard for adults to do, especially in a virtual atmosphere. So I want to commend you from day one jumping out there. So appreciate you.
Yeah,
What you
I'm
got?
gonna jump right. I'm gonna jump right into that as well. From day one, like I'm a big energy guy. Malcolm can tell you, I think I'm the energy guy for our circle, and like you have some big energy. I love it. You're very animated. It's matched, and all the things Malcolm was talking about. You just described fearlessness. You entered a new environment where you have like adults asking you real life questions while in middle school, and you took that as a challenge, and you thought about it, and you jumped right in without fear of judgment, even if you may have some, which you did share a little bit. You shared that moment when you said you were nervous and things like that. So that takes a tremendous amount of courage that, as Malcolm said, a lot of adults still don't have that. So for you to be put in a space where we're online and still willing to be able to be vulnerable and jump out there and just show that you're able to be a leader. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
was kind of nervous at the beginning, but I mean, it had to come at some point, didn't it?
You're right.
that's only because you decided to. You know,
Hmm.
everybody isn't willing to make that decision. So it didn't have to come at some point. That was your choice to make it have to come at some point. You know, so give yourself a little credit for that. You know,
Exactly.
um, so that's Lucas, and then next we have David,
Hmm.
future MLB MVP. What's up, big guy?
Woo! Coming in with the
Hey,
lights. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Did you turn the lights on for the video, David?
Yeah, he got
yeah.
fancy out this joint.
Yeah, he plans ahead. He plans ahead.
Oh man, don't turn them off now. Where you go?
Yeah, we like him.
Oh, he went to turn them off. Lights on, lights
Oh,
off.
there, nah, there. Well, he's back. Don't look.
There
No,
you go.
no, no.
So David is I don't know how much to share. Like you had a really, really powerful story. Um, so are we able to share our experience, or you just want me to kind of keep it to what happened in class? What works for you?
Mm, let's say in class.
Keep it to class? Okay. All right. So first thing I noticed about David was that his camera was not on, but
Hmm.
he stuck out because his avatar was the Yankees, right? So I just kept talking about the Yankees, and David wasn't really participating at all. You know, he would kind of come in, come out, but I didn't really know who he was. But then about maybe 3 weeks in, we got a email about having I guess a 2-on-1. Me and KG having a 1-on-1 check-in with David. And we talked to him about some things. He told us a lot about himself, some things he's going through, some plans he has for the future. And we built a relationship in like an hour. And then ever since then, he's one of the first people in the meetings, cameras on. He's talking left and right. He had some difficulties, but he wasn't scared to publicly struggle through those difficulties so that he can grow and learn. And just in those past 6 weeks, virtually, it's like we got a brand new guy, man. We getting text messages of him working out. We getting him talking about people he looks up to, how he's going to read books, how he's going to take care of his diet and his dreams and his bigger dreams, all of these different things. So, David, I would like to commend you for starting off a little cold, starting off a little nervous, and just in a matter of an hour, completely shifting your perspective on how much you are willing to learn. So, I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'll follow up. I mean, Malcolm took all everything away from me, but nah, I'm cool. But nah, David, like you really showed us who you are, right? And it was dope because you seen that we believed in you, and it ultimately helped you start to believe in yourself. And now we're in a place where, in the beginning of the class, you wouldn't have been able to be here on this special show with you, with these special graphics talking about you. And just like we told Lucas, you made that decision. You chose to do that. You chose to get over that hurdle for you, and I commend you. Another thing I'm always gonna remember about David is he texts me with the stats he plays with me with on Madden, and that totally surprised me. He was like, one day he was like, "Hey, KG, I play with you on Madden, man." And then he sent me the text, and it was like the most yards I ever got in my life. So I
Right.
appreciate that, David. That was a pretty cool, avenue there. So I just want to say, it's been dope to see your growth through your time with us, and I'm definitely excited to keep maintaining a relationship with you going forward.
Anything you want to say, David?
No, but just want to say thank you for all the support through the whole thing
Mhm.
with all the lockdown happening and all. Helping me with my confidence. So
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, the whole thing was fire, in my opinion.
You
What'd you
said
say?
what?
Say it again, Lucas.
Yeah, I like the whole thing. I have to say thanks too, because the whole thing was really cool. I liked it.
I
Appreciate that, Lucas.
appreciate that a lot, man.
Thank you. And David, I just want to, you touched on something very, very important that a lot of people believe that confidence is like part of your character, part of your makeup, something that you just had, but that is not true. Confidence is a skill. You have to develop it, you know? And it just simply starts with believing in yourself and being willing to fail over and over and over and over again, and understanding that your failures are a lesson and not a loss. And once you understand that, you don't care what other people think, you know? So I commend you for developing that skill and not taking the belief that I'm just not a confident person So I'm gonna keep being non-confident, insecure, anxious, and all of those other kinds of things. All right. So you too, like KG said, you made a decision to be confident. Like we kind of like I don't believe that we help y'all do these things. We just help you think so that you can make the decision to change your mind. Because once you change your mind, you change your life, you know? So I appreciate the compliments, but we want to push that back on you because you made those decisions. We did not, you know? So you too, pat yourself on the back. But we're going to make a quick adjustment because Miss Stacy has a meeting to go to. So Stacy, if you could just take a minute or two to share your thoughts on David and Lucas and their progress through the program, we would appreciate that.
Of course. Thank you. I truly enjoyed getting to know Lucas and David. I'm new to the school as of this semester, so the beginning of the year. So it was really great to get to know at least two of the students in this school. I probably know more about Lucas and David than most of the other kids that I've worked with, just because I was able to consistently see them every week. I think it's amazing how they showed up every time. Like you mentioned, they're on time. They have wonderful participation. I felt like they were really honest about their feelings and things they were going through. And I just think, they're amazing students, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in their future. And I think that this program was tremendously helpful for them, just to think about different things in their future and to kind of push them towards their goals. So definitely thank you, Lucas and David.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you.
Mm.
So we know you have to go. So once again, thank you. And something we always tell people at the end of a program with us is don't be that person who takes a shower and then puts on the same dirty clothes. So even though you may not be seeing us every week anymore for the time being, that doesn't mean that you don't continue to put that pressure on yourself about doing the things that you, Stacy, know you need to be doing. I know you said in our admin game 7 recap that you often think about us throughout the week and hear our voices, right? So make
Mhm.
sure you continue to hear our voices so you can make strong choices, you know?
I will definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything and all of the help.
All
No
right.
doubt, no doubt.
Thank you. See you soon, okay?
See
Thank
you, Miss
you.
Stacy.
Bye-bye. All right. So, let's move on. So, first question. And let's go with Lucas came on first, so let's go David first. So, David, first question for you. Did you want to come work with Game 7 when you first heard about the opportunity to work with us?
Not at first, but then after the first meeting, I did want to start coming back on to learn more about you guys and to learn more of how to build my confidence up and do stuff differently from how I normally do it.
Hmm. Man, I like that. I like that. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Lucas, what about you?
I wanted to when I first heard about the opportunity because there was like two things. One, I was interested about it after the first meeting, and two, I didn't really have anything else to do because of quarantine.
Hey, yo, you so honest, bro. I like.
Oh man.
He thought that he
There
look
you
at
go.
him holding his
Sincerity.
laughter.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, fellas. All right, next one. Do you want to come back to work with Game 7 again? So let's do Lucas first, then David.
Absolutely, I loved everything about Game 7, to be honest.
Dope, dope. Is that because you still don't have anything to do?
Uh, but no, actually, no. Honestly, it's actually kind of fun doing Game 7.
Dope,
Oh,
dope. Thank you, Lucas. David, what about you? Do you want to come back and work with Game 7 again?
Yeah, because even though I don't have anything to do, and when I do, I enjoy coming on the meetings and just having a nice conversation about things that I need to change in my life so then I can have a better life.
Ah,
Hmm. That's
powerful.
dope.
That's
That's dope.
powerful. Thank you, fellas. All right, next one. What did we teach you that you needed to hear? What did we teach you that you needed to hear? So let's go with David, then we'll go back to Lucas.
Uh, maybe just always believe in yourself, and it's not I'll try, it's I can.
Okay, okay. Is it I can or is it I will?
I will.
I will, yeah. Because we don't do that T word. No T word, right? No trying. You almost there. It is a C word. It's commit, right? Don't try, commit. Thank you, sir. And that's a big one. That's universal. Whatever you're doing, if it's important, if it's not important to you, you'll try. Oh, I tried, I didn't get it. It's over with. As opposed to committing, which is like trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying again and again until you get it. So that's a good gem right there. Thank you, David. And what you got, Mr. Honest Lucas?
So probably what I needed to hear was probably the mindset stuff and similar to David, the don't try, commit thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And didn't you have an assignment that didn't you have to work on your dream? Was that something that we had you do? Because wasn't your
Yeah,
dream just to be happy and successful?
yeah,
Did you work on it?
yeah.
So talk to me. What you got now?
Uh, Besides, my dreams probably would be to probably be like a professional gamer, professional YouTuber, professional any of that, and then after that, if I ever retire from doing that, to just live an honest and life, just live an honest life or whatever.
Okay. Did I hear that T word in there?
No.
We sent you some books, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. So that means you don't got them, do you? What's up? And we offered to buy them for you too. We ain't get no DM. We ain't get no email. So that's 2 weeks you done wasted taking steps towards your dream. So is
yeah.
that a dream or is that a wish?
More of a wish,
So what do you need to do?
turn it into a dream.
So what's your first step?
I don't know.
Well, let's start off with learning, right?
Yeah,
I think we sent you like a YouTubing for kids book or something like that, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Did you get it yet?
No,
Okay.
I don't think you got it.
So I'm gonna put the responsibility on you. Whenever you're ready, if and when, hit us in the DM, send us the book, and when you send the book, we'll order it for you. All right. But if we don't hear from you, we know you wishing and not dreaming. That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. I'm probably wishing though. But if I do find something on YouTube about how to be a YouTuber, I might watch that.
Why wish? Right? We just told you we'll make that step for you, right? And
Ah,
you.
I
So
see.
what's holding you back?
What is holding? I don't know what's holding me back. It
Do
could. I
you,
just really don't want to at the. It could really just be that I really don't want to at this point. But maybe later. Although I could just be me being lazy.
All right.
you are honest.
So what's your passion, Lucas? Do you have a passion for anything?
Playing video games.
Playing video games. So why don't we start off with being a professional gamer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so find a gaming book, right? Or like find another big thing is a financial literacy book. We talked about this with y'all. It was the dude who won
The
Fortnite
Fortnite.
uh
Yeah,
worldwide contest. How he lost all that money because he went in as a person and not a business, right? So
yeah,
there goes your first assignment. Find a gaming book, right? And
yeah,
we'll go from there. All right. And don't wait until you feel like doing it. Like just do it. Just do it.
yeah. This weekend I might go to Barnes and Noble or look at something in Target.
Okay. All right. Just let us know. All right. All right. Thank you, sir. Next question. What will you use when you go home with your friends and family? What will you use when you go home with your friends and family? So Lucas, then David.
Probably the growth mindset part,
All right. Can you tell us why?
because that's the main thing I took away, and I think I'm able to use in life.
All right. So how does a growth mindset look specifically for you? Like what are some things that you recently started doing since you started learning that took you from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset?
Instead of blaming it on other people, I blame it on myself.
Uh, I don't want to say blame. Like elaborate on
Uh,
this. What's that mean?
like say it's someone else's fault instead of mine, which it actually is mine.
So are you saying blame yourself or are you saying hold yourself accountable?
Hold myself accountable.
Two different things. Do you know that?
Yeah, they actually are kind of two different things.
Tell me why you think those are two different things.
Because putting the blame on someone is saying they're responsible. Taking accountability is acknowledging that you're at fault.
Yeah, I like it. Like blame is like
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
my fault. I messed it up. I XYZ. Holding yourself accountable is I did not perform my best, so I'm going to learn how to do better next time. You know? So one is kind of like whining and crying, and another one is like taking the loss as a lesson and using it to get better the next time around. You know? So thanks for sharing that growth mindset information, Lucas. David, what are you going to use at home with your family and friends?
Commitment, because I've got to commit to eating healthier so then I can live longer and help people around me and be able to be as athletic as their Jeter so then I make it to the MLB.
Mm-hmm. But hold on, what did KG tell you about being as good as Derek Jeter? What did he tell you?
That you should always try to be better.
You use that word.
You use the dreadful.
Not try, be better.
Yes. Be better than who?
They're Jeter.
All right. So what's your number? You're gonna make them unretire number two. You're gonna wear number two.
Nah, 11.
Oh, 1+1.
Yeah, 1+1.
Okay.
Or
All
Jimmy
right.
Rollins.
Number 11. All right. I like that. I like it. Thank you, David and Lucas. And last one, I think. Would you recommend Game 7 Academy? So like that's our tutoring and mentoring to other schools, teams, and businesses. So David, you first. Would you recommend Game 7 to other schools?
Yes, I would.
Can you tell us why?
Because I feel like it could help other people because you've helped me and like Lucas want to assert ourselves more. So I I would really suggest you guys to other people, businesses, or possibly teams because there's certain people that don't like to contribute like you guys have helped us contribute.
Hey, David, you ain't talk at first. Now you dropping SAT words.
Yeah, man. You might make the IG clips on that one.
I see you, David. Thank you. And you ain't stutter.
Yeah, just go ahead and do this right here.
Yeah, drop the mic.
Drop the mic. That's it.
All right, Lucas, you got a big show to follow up on, bro. What you got?
I definitely acknowledge Game 7 to other people because it was phenomenal for me because yeah, like David's. Dang it, David! You took all the good words because yeah, it helped us assert ourselves and it helped us learn about better ways to live our lives.
Mhm.
And on a side note, KG has a good sense of humor.
And I guess I'm dry, huh?
Nah, you're both funny.
I guess I'm dry. Well, thank you, Lucas, man. Thank you, brother.
And hey, Lucas, maybe like when you're gaming, because this is a better. Maybe KG can tell you better because I don't play video games no more. But this, all right, I'm gonna just say it because it kind of reminds me of you. But there's this. He's an adult. He's like a sportscaster, but he's a comedian. His name is Bob Maneri, I think.
Yes.
He started off on Instagram just doing voiceovers to sports clips, and then he blew up. And like now he's on all these TV shows and commercials all around the world, right? So I can see you playing your game and just talking, and it'd be funny to watch.
That's what it is. Like, yeah, because Lucas, like I'm in the video game scene. Like, I'm in the process of trying to do the same thing, become a professional gamer too. Um, Oh, you're right. I'm in the process of becoming a professional gamer and doing this. And for me, a lot of people who get their streamers are because it doesn't even really matter your skill. Like if you have a good personality, people will want to watch that. People want to be into your stream because they think you're cool. Obviously, if you're good at the game as well, that's going to help too. But a lot of the people, a lot of YouTube and gamers, it's all personality, right? It's all a lot of that is all personality because a lot of people who are driven to that type of things are animated people. Right? They're very full of life, very animated, right? That's just the reality of situation. So in that space, and I can clearly tell you are, right, with your one-liners and the way you change with your pitches and your tones when you're talking, you definitely have the space and the personality to be into it, right? And I understand that it's scary jumping in there because you don't know if people are going to like your content or like you, right? But instead of worrying about the people who don't like you, worried about just drawing an interest in the people who you know that are always going that like you already. Like get a couple of subscribers from your friends, do that, and it starts from there. And then the more consistent you are with content, then the more likely people are just going to follow you. And then obviously, if you're getting better in whatever game that you're playing, your videos are going to actually draw people in as well, along with your personality. So it's just you just gotta put in the hours if that's what you want to do and realize what comes with the territory. When you're streaming or you're on YouTube, people are gonna see you, right? And you're gonna be on camera, and then you just got to get used to the process. We talked about this before when with my starting on the videos and as stuff as well first. And the first time I did it right at Malcolm's house, I told you how bad it was for me. And I was just blessed that he didn't laugh at me. Because that would have hurt my confidence a little bit in the space where I was at that time. So it just happens with over time. And if you don't even want to release your videos yet, like that's on you, but still practice recording, like being still doing you, because a lot of the stuff that comes while you're playing, what you say is natural. It's just like any other sport. Like somebody make a shot, oh no way. Somebody like it's just natural reaction, right? So a lot of times once you're into the game, most of the times you're gonna forget that you're streaming anyway or people are watching you anyway because you're investing in what's in front of the screen.
Yeah. And then Lucas, I'll say one more thing too. Don't be afraid to have your video on either, because you give a lot of nonverbal communication. Like I just watching, like you don't stop moving the whole time. Like when you
Flow.
read, like you put your hand on your chin and like you look up, that's very, very important for communication. Like your personality is very
Big.
it's like quirky and comedy, so putting that together will be very, very important. And you'd be surprised. Like I'm sure a lot of that is maybe like nervous tics or so. But the more you do it, the more you won't even see the camera. Like me, believe it or not, still to this day, I don't talk. I'm an extremely quiet person. Like unless I'm working, like I really don't talk to nobody. Like people would say, like, I never heard Malcolm say a word, or he's mean because I never talk. Like I just don't like talking. But through time, I learned that my gift was like communicating with people, and sharing with them messages and different catchy phrases and different stories where one conversation can change somebody's life. And I had to learn that from the people I would communicate with. And one of us that you never met before, but Justin, years ago, he was like, "Yo, Mount, you should talk more because you don't talk. When you do talk, everybody listens. So you may not see it yet, but just challenge yourself to put yourself out there, and don't think you have to wait until everything is set up. Like if you go to GameStop YouTube, go back 2 years ago, it was like a cell phone video in the living room. And it wasn't nothing. Like we were just trying to figure it out. And then here we are today, you on more or less Sports Center. But we had to go through that process to figure out the best way to communicate good and make it look good. Does that make sense, Lucas? Cool. And then before we end with saying thank you, let's have Miss Amanda jump in and share her thoughts on you two young men and your progress throughout this process as well.
I am so proud of both of you. You guys were like the MVPs of our group, and I truly mean that. Lucas, right off the bat, you were engaged, you were participating, you were ready to go. And David, I know it took you a little bit, but like ever since you met with Kendall and Malcolm, like you've been a totally different person. So it's been really exciting to see both of your guys' growth in this program. And Miss Stacy, Lucas, I feel like she took all the good words. You guys did awesome, and I am extremely, very, super proud of both
Thank
of you.
Amanda.
Great job.
And Amanda, what would you say to another administrator, another counselor from another school? What would you say is the biggest impact that they could have with working with Game 7?
Well, one, I tell them, you got to get these guys in here. And two, the biggest impact, it really helps. I'll go for what Lucas says all the time. It helps with growth mindset. And it helps them kind of take a step back and look at the bigger picture of life and plan a way to get to where they want to go.
Yeah, before we even talk about the pros, the first thing you say is, "Yo, you better get these people in here. You need them."
No, I totally agree. You guys will get them in here.
Here too. I know Miss Amanda is a dog. I know she is. In a good way, not in a disrespectful way, but a good way.
Clarity.
The wrong way. But seriously,
Like, yo, you need these people in here right now.
and Lucas, aren't you like the voice of the student body or something like that? Right?
Yeah, I think that's student body.
Yeah. Do you like sports?
Subtle flex. I think that's the student.
You see?
Yeah.
Subtle flex.
Subtle flex. Subtle flex. I'm basically the representative for all
Okay,
7th
okay.
grade.
Do you like sports at all, Lucas?
Yeah, I haven't really took much time to get into sports besides when my dad watches football.
Great commentator, Kevin Hart. Yeah, yeah. Because you super animated, like super. That's why it's like perfect. And like in the e-gaming industry and streaming, like that personality and that's like gem, dude. Like I'm telling you, like some people don't have that personality. That's why they have to do all these random things on YouTube just for people to watch them. Like it may be humiliating themselves, whatever it is. But some people just have talent that they can just when they walk in or when they're in front of something, it's just a presence, right? So understand your gift. Like you just have a presence that is full of energy and humor and zest. Like embrace that. Like I'm telling you from experience, like I used to be overwhelmed because it was like, whoa, like am I being too much? No, like this is just really what I do. Like when I don't know reason why, but sometimes when I walk in a room, it's just like energy. Like that's just how I am. And Malcolm can explain it as well. Whenever we've been to other schools, um, it's just like attraction. I don't know. And I used to be like nervous that people thought it was or if I was weird or anything like that. But then I just realized to embrace who I was and the way that I tick. It's just all part of me, and and it takes some time to realize that. But you have that, man. Like you have that creativity, you have that quirkiness, and don't let that go away because others aren't able to handle it or they're scared to show that side of them. So they project that fear onto you because you have the bravery to be like that and not worried about what other people think. So a lot of people are envious of that. So I just want you to be really aware of that, man. Really.
And it's cool to be weird. Like it's better because if you're not weird, you're normal and you'll do normal stuff. The boss is weird, right? It's just one of those. He did something different than everybody else to be the boss. The CEO or the founder is weird. He did something different to be able to come up with his or her own business and his or her.
Weird is good.
Yes, weird is good.
Weird is good.
Regular is just regular. You blend right in.
Basic.
So feel free to be with. And we told y'all too in the beginning. Most of the cool kids when we was in school, the ones I know, they all right. But a lot of the weirdos, they doctors, actors, business owners, lawyers, got 2 or 3 homes, taking care of their family, all of these different kinds of things. So don't be afraid to be weird if that's where your dream and that's where your mission is taking you. Don't ever follow
Bunga, weird good.
just because that's the non-weird thing to do. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So be weird. Be weird. All right. So any closing questions, comments, or concerns before we go?
No, just thank you guys so much. This was
I
a really
have one for KG.
Uh-oh.
What team did you play on for the NFL?
Huh?
What team did you play on for the NFL?
I play for the Bills, the Giants, the Titans, and the 49ers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the business. Like the beauty of the business.
You switch teams about every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got to get that spot. You feel me? Like for real. Like, and when I went through that process, like at first, it's really humbling going through a team, your whole career being one of the good players, right? It was a humbling experience for me because, and I always say that having to um, go through so many teams, get cut, and really find a home, it was a humbling experience because now when something doesn't work out my way now, like it's like, all right, what am I gonna do next? Versus bad, like they don't like me, am I just unqualified for whatever it is? And that humbled me a lot to realize it's just like, okay, like not everything is gonna go your way. And now how can I adjust and move forward and to go do what I have to do? So that's actually one of the most grateful things that I was able to do while I was playing is get humbled. Because if I didn't get humbled, I was just going to keep going and going, and then one big thing was going to happen, and I wouldn't be able to recover from it. So it was perfect for me.
You waited all this time to ask that question, Lucas?
No,
Yes.
I was about to say that.
Yes.
But that's dope though, because now he shows that he's just not interested in our program because it's a highlight of a former NFL athlete, right? So that's actually dope because this whole time we barely talked about, my accomplishments of that, and we were straight on to life. So that's actually a dope thing to do because it's showing that they don't care about kind of what we've done. It's like, how are you helping me to get me to the next level of my life? And to me, as somebody that really always struggled with identity with being a football player, that's even better for me because I promote myself and I show myself as more than just a football player as well. So
Yeah.
Very true. Look at David. But I don't think Lucas knew, but he cut Miss Amanda off. You were saying something, Amanda?
Oh yeah, sorry.
But you're good, Lucas. Just thank you guys so much. This was a really great program, and you definitely made a difference in especially these two students' lives. So thank you guys very much.
No doubt.
Yeah, thank you for everything.
Yeah, absolutely everything.
We appreciate that. And like we said, this is only the end if you make it to the end. Like, I'll stay in contact with Miss Amanda and Mr. Peace about doing more, especially once we pass all this stuff. We need to come see y'all because we ain't even wait till we get on the dodgeball court. We gonna. I'm coming for the picture too, David. We gonna see where that arm at.
Yeah, nah, you wait till I get on the dodgeball court.
It may be a little weak because I've injured it, so.
Yeah, wait till I come dual wielding dodgeball.
You got time, David.
You got time. Don't worry though. All right.
Have a good weekend. All right.
All right, y'all.
Yeah,
You too. Thank you. You too.